Hello, welcome to another edition of the Trews. Alessio Yatia. Would the Trews ever consider producing a series on how people could find and report their own news? I know it may sound like a simple thing, but being able to correctly fact check and see through statistics gets a little tricky in this world. The way I see it, the more people who can report, the more eyes and ears the Trews or any other such body has, the more important stories we can cover. Yes, I met an African-American man who's involved in the campaigns in Baltimore and Ferguson, and he said the tool, this little tool here, the phone with a recording device on it, has become a useful activism device because now the police are accountable. We wouldn't know about all, we would know about the police shooting people, but we wouldn't know the circumstances under which they're occurring with such clarity and detail were it not for that device. So we could start producing that. Anon San, shame on you for the way you speak of our sovereign. What is the point of a sovereign? The sovereign, or in fact tribal chieftains of any type, are supposed to be there so that we, the ordinary population, know that we have something between us and God, so that there is something for us to not aspire to, because it's not like we could be the chieftain or sovereign, but to know that when there are troubles, for example, a harvest fails or there's a war, the sovereign will be in a position of jeopardy. Like in the old days, the aristocracy used to lead battles and chieftains used to be in the front line. Alexander the Great led from the front. Now what's happened is privileged elites have removed the duties while keeping the privileges. So that's why I can speak of the sovereign, because the sovereign doesn't carry the same obligations that they're supposed to carry in order to receive the privileges they receive. And if they behave like that, then I don't think they're worthy of our respect. If the Queen wants to genuinely go into a war first, up the front, I think she's a bit old and I think it's risky to send her to, I don't know, Basra or Kabul, I don't know where we're doing wars at the moment, drop her out of a drone. If she's willing to do that, I am prepared to carry on paying my taxes to support her ludicrous, bejewelled lifestyle. If you think there is no affiliation between the royals and the military, don't be daft. Remember when the people were worried about Scotland and all of that, they printed pictures of militarised Harry on the front page of the Times to remind us of our English nationalism and its military connotations. Mark.ed4def. Love what you're doing, even if you did murder the lemon tree. I didn't murder the lemon tree. The lemon tree is in my house. It has only got one lemon now, although I was a bit pissed off that as many people commented on it as they did. The lemon tree has been taken out of the Trews, very much in the same way that Kenneth Williams was removed from Hancock's Half Hour, getting too much of Tony Hancock's attention. Scott Phillips, I was speaking to a Conservative voter. She thinks being homeless is an easier way of life than working, and it's their choice to be homeless. Maybe that's what the Queen thinks. Maybe the Queen does have that, but there must be privileged people to not be constantly dogged by guilt. Excuse me. That shake is bothering me. Must believe that there is a kind of justification for their privilege, mustn't they? Let me see if I can get rid of this tabletop. Oh no, I can't. It's too hard. How does this work? It's one of them ones where it's like a pull out. Oh fuck! Oh, this isn't good. I'm not getting involved with that. Ali Black, could you stop continuously looking up at the dude behind the camera? Why? He's my friend. He's not in net. Like that's where I'd be looking. What do you think, Al? Oh, it's weird, isn't it? Today, just look at me. That's why I'm not quite looking down the lens, because I'm looking at my own face doing the Trews. What an idiot. And then look, it carries on. A conversation provoked by Ali Black. Fruit veg fitness. It's like he's giving the cameraman submissive blowjob eyes. If anything, I'd be the recipient of the blowjob. Ballbag 70. No, the camera's on a tripod perched on the guy's back. It's on a sort of a rod thing. Ali Black. Ballbag 70, while Brown is pounding him from behind. Oh dear. Oh, that went out of control. Kirk Johnson, Russell, I enjoy the Trews tremendously. I almost always learn something worthwhile and unexpected. This time I learned if life gives you lemons, kill them. That's pretty funny. Brian O'Donnell, I was pissed off when I realised that Brand was backing Labour. I even unsubscribed. I didn't stop watching though. I was a bit pissed off, to be honest. I just thought I could do something. I'm just trying different techniques. So I mean, like, say you're managing a football team, you sort of, like, for one game, you go, look, let's play a bit defensive because we're away at the San Siro. Don't like, fuck off. You're just trying different stuff, for God's sake. You know, it didn't work, it was pointless, but people have lost their independent living fund and all that crap that might have been slightly better. But yes, let's go back to being more radical revolutionaries than ever before. I say we find a prominent public figure, kidnap them, hold them for ransom. We don't kill them, that would be a terrible idea. But let's get more radical, that's what I'm basically saying. Now I've thought about it, I shouldn't have been pissed off. You didn't sell out. At that time, during the election, being pragmatic to get the Tories out was totally justified. Thank you, Brian O'Donnell. I hope you're real. Thank you for watching the Trews. Send us your ideas, send us your comments, send us your laundry. Subscribe there.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the nose. If the nose was true, I want some trews. Let's have some trews.